Hello and welcome back to a new video. I'm looking at my team for Game Week 22 in this one. It might already have been the deadline by now, seeming as it is 6 PM today when I'm making this. However, I'm going to go through my team currently because you've not seen it on this channel for a few weeks. A lot has changed, especially with the likes of AFCON and the Asia Cup going on. And also update you where I am in the world, how I've been getting on points-wise, and what my goal is for where I'm trying to get to at the end of this FPL season. Also, we're going to take a look at who I'm captaining and also who is good in the long run that I have in my team, who I might actually suggest for you. But this gives you the opportunity to see how you're doing compared to me. So let me know in the comments, where are you currently ranked overall in the world? But without further ado, let's get into my goalkeeper for this FPL game week. But before we do that, on the screen there, you can see my stats above me. Overall points, 1,296, which I'm very happy with. Overall rank, 18,185. Now, that has been very, very up and down. I have snuck into the top 10k. I think I got to 6k at one point. But then last week wasn't the best week. You can see there, 49. A lot of people came back on me in around those margins. It's very, very tight. So every decision counts at FPL at the minute because it can differ a few positions if you do make the wrong decision. So captaincy is vital. I captained Saka last week. I'm sure many of you did too. And I also had Gabriel, who got a massive haul. However, it just didn't give the Saka assist because it went down as an own goal, and I still can't work that one out because it looked like the ball was going in the net when Gabriel headed it. I still don't know that one, but I was very happy with my Gabriel points anyway and disappointed in Saka. But overall, we are doing very, very well, and I'm happy. I'm hoping I can finish inside the top 10k, so we're going to keep aiming for that goal overall. But my goalkeeper this week is Areola. Now, he's got Bournemouth at home. Areola for West Ham. I'm a West Ham fan. I'm sorry if that offends you or whatever, but Areola for West Ham has been so good this season. Kept us in many, many games, and he's got great save points and clean sheet points. He did get subbed off at the end of last game with a cheek. Oh no, it was actually his lip. I saw the photo after the game where Sheffield United got that very, very interesting penalty, shall we say, where it looked like McBurney actually elbowed Areola, but he should be back in this week. And West Ham, I don't think we're actually, I think we're actually unbeaten in 5 games, so we're looking very, very strong. And there is a West Ham player in here later on, and with the likes of Kudus coming back, Paqueta will be back soon from injury. We're looking stronger and stronger. So West Ham assets are to be desired. Now let's go into the defence. So as you can see, there's my defence there. If you haven't worked out, we're playing a back four. First of all, we've got Virgil van Dijk, who did actually just score in the cup versus Norwich. So I'm hoping he can do that again. Liverpool look very, very strong this season. Jota really stepping up while Salah's gone away. Even though Salah has apparently got a hamstring injury, you can see him chilling on my bench there. I am probably going to have to look at getting him out because I can't have that much value on the bench and keep retaining it, especially with the likes of Haaland coming back. But Van Dijk I'm very happy with. Robertson and Trent look like they're over their knocks as well, which is very good. So they're only going to get stronger. And yeah, Chelsea at home, it probably is quite a tough one, but I am hoping Liverpool will get that done. Then we've got Undogi versus Brentford at home against Spurs, getting a few players back. James Maddison's coming back, which is a big, big plus for them, and a few others, to be honest. But Undogi looks really, really exciting going forward. He's very, very strong. If you ever watch him play, he shoves a lot of the attackers off the ball, and he can catch up with them. So he's not only a great asset on FPL, but a great asset for Spurs in real life. Then we have Gabriel, who I did mention before. He had a massive hole the other week. But he has actually got a knock. By the time you're watching this video, you'll probably know if he's starting or not. So I've got my fingers crossed that he will be starting. But he's been very solid, especially since at the start of the season. He was actually getting rotated in and out of the starting 11. And we didn't know if he was going to ever retain his place and keep constantly playing. But he has got back in there and is doing very well. And then Estepinian, that's my transfer for this week. I had Soufal last week, who got sent off with -2. Which did not help the team or the overall rank at all. But Estepinian has come back from injury and played very good. He's got Luton away. Now, this is a bit more of a long-term transfer because after that, he's got some good fixtures. Yes, it's Luton, but they do like to score at home, Luton. At least one goal from a set piece or wherever it might be. So I'm not expecting Estepinian to 100% keep a clean sheet there. However, he might also get an attack in return. So I'll keep my fingers crossed for that. But my defence is looking very good this week. Without further ado, let's move on to the midfielders. But Matty Cash might be coming on if one of them don't play because he is first on my bench. So moving on to my midfield, as you can see, we've got Jared Bowen, Bournemouth at home. We spoke about Areola before. The likes of Kudus, Paqueta coming back for West Ham are only going to make him stronger. Alvarez as well is back from suspension this week after he picked up too many yellow cards, and that's important. We've lost all 3 games without Alvarez this season. Actually, we lost 2, drawn 1, so we haven't won without him, and I'm pretty sure he's back. But Bowen, we know how devastating he's been this season. Got a brilliant goal record. Been playing in that number 9 position since Antonio's been injured, and he's really stepped in. It's allowed Kudus more space on the right, and he's been able to do that job centrally. Pretty much not getting many chances. It's a bit like Højlund at United. He doesn't get many chances each game, but when he gets a chance, he's very clinical, and I think he's worth for the value of having him in your FPL team, especially at the start of the season. I was looking at him thinking he was too much of an expensive asset, but now I think he's essential. Then I've got Foden. Now, Foden has my armband at the minute. I'm not sure whether I'm going to stick with this or not. It's going to be a very, very last-minute decision. It's a bit of a differential because Burnley at home, Foden's been in really good form, and I expect him to start, and I really hope he gets a return. It could be a demolition, to be honest. Man City do like to play at Burnley, and they're at home, and they have been on some good form. They're turning it around They never really went anywhere, let's be honest, but they are back. Haaland's coming back. De Bruyne's back, and we're going to see them play well, hopefully get a few goals for my team. Then we've got Cole Palmer now. We spoke about Virgil van Dijk before playing Chelsea. Cole Palmer, if anyone, is going to be the most likely Chelsea asset to get a goal or an assist or an attack in return, even though it's going to be very, very hard. As we know, it is Anfield, and the atmosphere there, and to win there is very challenging. So he's sort of there just in case, if Van Dijk's clean sheet goes, I expect Palmer to get the points there. And then finally, Saka, Forest away. Now, we spoke about the disappointment before of Saka last week, not getting that assist because it was an own goal. Yeah, I think he's a key asset to have. Forest away. I am debating putting the armband on him, to be honest, because I feel like that could be a high-scoring game, like a 2-2. Forest like to attack, so do Arsenal. So could be a very, very good watch. But 2 Arsenal assets, so I need them to get it done versus Forest. But that's my midfield. I'm still unsure about the captain choices. I don't have a clear one this week, but let's go on to my 2 strikers. So then, my 2 strikers are, first of all, Solanke, who's playing West Ham away. Now, this is very annoying, and I'm sure many of you share the same feeling as me, that when you have a goalkeeper or a defender that's playing against one of your strikers, it's just a win-lose situation, because Solanke scores, my Areola clean sheet goes, Areola concedes or keeps a clean sheet, and Solanke doesn't score, I've lost points there as well. So it's like, it's a really hit or miss situation, this. But Solanke, I'm pretty sure, has had the most shots out of any Premier League striker, and he has been in really good form. Bournemouth have dropped off the last few weeks. They were always going to, after having that great run of form under their manager, who's actually got them playing a really good pressing game. It took them a while to adapt to the system, but now they've got it. They're playing really good football. If you watch Bournemouth, it is actually an exciting watch. Not saying they weren't before, but now they definitely are. And against West Ham, it could be like a 2-1, but we know Areola's going to get those save points anyway, so I don't mind that one too much. And then next to him, we've got Alvarez, who also is playing Burnley away, at home for Man City. Now, I could give him the armband, but I don't trust Alvarez enough. And with Haaland being apparently back in the squad for Gameweek 22, that means he might get benched. Well, not benched. I'm presuming he'll start and Haaland will come off the bench. But, I mean, he'll get subbed off earlier, and that'll cap his minutes and not give him the chance to get as many points. So I've got to try and figure out a way in these coming weeks to upgrade Alvarez back to Haaland, because we know what a devastating asset Haaland is, and we do need to have him in there 100%. But that is the team for this week. If you look on the bench, we've got Dubravka, a keeper who's very cheap with that Nick Pope injury. He's going to play every week. Aston Villa away. I do expect Aston Villa to score. Not having Watkins is a bit scary, I can't lie, but hopefully he doesn't do too much. Then we've got Matty Cash on the other side for Villa. He's going to come on in case Gabriel is injured or someone doesn't play for whatever reason. We know what FPL is like, very unpredictable. Then we've got Archer, Crystal Palace away. He's just there because cheapest striker, and he always plays. It's guaranteed 2 points or more if he gets a bonus. He's been on my bench many times when he scored, and I've not got the points. And then finally, Salah. That is a decision that I'm going to have to make. Probably downgrade him and then get Haaland the week after. That is the most likely move I'm going to do. But let me know in the comments, who have you captained this game week? But that wraps up another video on the channel. Please make sure you subscribe and like the video, because we've got many more coming. So please do stick around. I appreciate it. We've also got a Man United versus West Ham vlog coming at the weekend. So you're not going to want to miss that one. They're always good watches and a good laugh. So again, thanks for watching this video, and I will definitely see you in the next one.